again. Guess what? I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And I'm going to do a curry. Now, I did a curry, a previous recipe, and it was a chicken curry, and it was all right, although I don't think it had enough curry in it. So I'm going to put more curry powder in. It's not going to be chicken curry. This is possibly going to be horrendous, but I'm going to do a fish curry. Now, I'm going to use one fillet of fish, which would be £1.30, and I'm going to do a fish curry. I mean, bear in mind, I have only ever made one curry, and that was the chicken curry recently. To go and do a fish curry is something else. Now, one thing I do know is I don't cook the fish first, so I'm going to make the curry and then put the fish in and then let it simmer and whatever, so that the fish cooks within the curry rather than frying the fish first, because it just break up into pieces and that'd be no good. So that's the plan. It's also non-dairy, so we've got our almond milk. We've also got our soya cream substitute as well to put in, and it did make it creamy when I did it as a chicken curry, so fingers crossed. So yeah, let's cook. So the first things we're going to do is slice the mushrooms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quarter them, just so they don't break up. Spring onions. But these ones look alright, so we'll just break off the end of them leaves. Chop off them bits. Chop off the roots. And then just slice, again quite chunkily, tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes, which are small tomatoes. What I'm going to do, so I've got 5 of them, give them a wash and we'll chop them up as well. Just chop them in half. There's no set recipe for a curry, so you can do what you want with it. So we've got our prepared vegetables. Now I'm using smoked bassa fish. I'm not sure the smoked part is a good idea either, but anyway, it's like experimental cooking. Basically that's what I'm doing. I'm experimenting whilst cooking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it into chunks, but then I'll cut these in half as well. So you've got nice chunky pieces of fish, and they'll go in towards the end of the cooking because this fish doesn't take long to cook. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is put the veggies in. Now, I didn't put enough curry in last time, I don't think, but I did choose mild curry powder, so I'm going to put a bit more in this time. But again, it's all experimental. Right, so they're looking a little bit brown now, which is good, it's what we want. So I'm going to sprinkle in some curry powder, but I'm going to sprinkle in more than I did last time, which may or may not be a mistake, but we'll find out. Bring it around for a little bit, not too long. So there you go. Because you want to warm up the curry powder, but you don't want to over burn it or anything like that. Squirt tomato puree. Mix that in as well. So now you've got a nice mixture going on. Right, I'm going to pour in the Alpro cream substitute. Pour quite a bit of that in. Let that mix up. The milk substitute as well. Pour that in. So we're getting a nice creamy looking mixture, at which point we pop in the fish, like so. Now this is either going to be one of the most amazing things I've ever cooked, or it's just going to be absolutely horrible. But you don't know, do you, until you try these things. Like I've said before, it's experimental cooking. Put a little bit more of the almond milk in actually. And then all we do is we bring it to the boil and then we let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. that's the plan. It's been a while. You see the curry's gone a little bit darker and the fish is starting to break up, so the fish is cooked. So I don't want to stir it too much. The rice is done, so I'm going to sort the rice out and then I'm going to dish it all up. And then, yep, just tip it out like so. So just poke it around with a fork a little bit. Make a hole in the middle. Bass of fish. To be fair, I probably added a bit too much milk. It's still a bit runny. But, oh yeah. Way too runny. Right, doesn't look great. I'll hold my hands up to that. But what does it cost? Bear in mind, it's fish, and fish is not cheap. Well, fish, like I say, is not the cheapest thing in the world. But £3.26, yeah, it's not budget cooking. But if you want a fish curry, then Bassa fish is the cheapest fish you can buy. So technically it is. Anyway, what does it taste like? So, that's the curry. To be fair, at that angle, it looks alright. We'll go with that, shall we? There's a bit more curry flavour than last time, which is good. Try it with some mushroom. Again, it's creamy and it's mild and curry. Try it with the fish. That's really nice, actually. Not cooking the fish until I put it in with the sauce and everything else is definitely the way forward, because fish is very easy to cook. If you've got frozen fish and you defrost it too quickly, it can cook without even getting hot. So you have to be very careful with fish. So yeah, putting the fish in after I've made the sauce and everything else is definitely worked. I probably put too much soy milk in. It's too runny. But other than that, it's actually pleasant. I was genuinely nervous about this. It's actually surprisingly nice. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other cooking playlists that I do. And I'll do some more experimental cooking. Until then, thanks for watching.
Bye.